Hey, what is going on, guys? My name is Blazekiller, and today we are back with another video. And today's video is another tier list video. As you can tell by the title of the video and by some of these things down here, it's going to be ranking all of the different vehicles in Lumber Tycoon 2. If you want to play this for yourself, if you want to play along with me, go to tiermaker.com and go and search up LT2 or Lumber Tycoon 2, probably LT2, and then go to this one right here. This is mine, the picture of the spare tire. And we're going to just hop straight into this. We have 8 vehicles to rank. And Jack UK, shout out to him, he made a video ranking all of the vehicles in this game a few years ago, but a new one has been added, the one we all know and love, the Snowmobile, has been added since then, and we'll be talking about all of these as well as maybe one more in this video. So if we hop straight into this, we start out with the utility vehicle. This one is the one that we all know and love. This one is the cheapest car. It's available for $400 in the Woods R Us, and it can be purchased there. It can be put down in your base, and once you can do that, you can respawn the vehicle with 8 in-game currency dollars as well. This one, as well as all the gray ones here, come in the pink variant, and which means you can get a pink colored one of these cars. It's rare, but it's possible. So although it is the cheapest, it's probably not the best car. It's definitely a starter car, but you can still use it for all your needs, for dangerous trips, and just for all your needs, because it has a low respawn cost. You can respawn as many times as you want. Really, it shouldn't affect your amount of money too much. And it also has a hitch available in the back. Likewise, this one and this one do as well for things like this, like trailers and the sleigh and wobble bobbles as well. So I'm gonna probably put it at 8 here. It's overall a pretty good car, and not many cars or vehicles are just gonna compare with it in that regard. So let's hop on to its cousin. Its cousin is the Utility Vehicle XL. As you can tell by the name, it's a little bit wider, larger than this vehicle right here. This is available for $5,000 from the Boxed Car Store, which is located over the bridge. And its length and width are larger, though other differences aren't very noticeable. The engine makes it a slightly different sound, which is kind of interesting. But overall, you can spawn a pink variant as well, and it's not much different than that. But overall, it is a relatively decent car. It is actually, a fun fact, faster than this car, but a little bit slower than the truck right here. So fun fact, I'm going to put it probably right here, because overall, besides the price, it is just about the same as the normal utility vehicle. So moving on to the next one, it's going to be the truck, or the Val's all-purpose hauler is the official name of it. This one is faster than any of these two, but it's also more expensive than those. This is also located at the Box Car Store for 19,000 currency, and is the largest vehicle in the game. It can be respawned for $380 in a vehicle spawner, and it beats the it is the only vehicle that has doors, which is really interesting, and it's the only vehicle with a roof. It can travel second fastest of any other vehicle. The Utility Vehicle XL, sorry, I misspoke. The Utility Vehicle XL actually beats it by a slight amount so this is actually faster than this and this as well. So it's slower than the Utility Vehicle XL, I misspoke. Also, a fun fact, you take less vehicle if you use this vehicle to go, or less damage, did I say vehicle? You take less damage when you go up the volcano using this vehicle, because it is closed in. You have a roof, you have doors, so you have a little more protection from the elements, so you'll take less damage when you're going up the volcano in Valve's all-purpose hauler. Also, not to mention, its bed, its trunk area, its bed is much larger than the previous two, and it has the largest bed of any of the vehicles in this game, which can allow you to take a lot of different items in it, specifically wood, of course. It also becomes heavier upon adding that weight to it, of course. Also, a fun fact is it has a tailgate, which means you can actually unhitch the back of the truck here, right here. You can press, I don't know, it depends on what platform you're playing on, but you can unhitch here, and it'll open the back of your truck. And a good use for this is when you're backing into the wood drop-off area, when you're selling your wood, you can just reverse into there and press that button and have your wood nicely flow into the little conveyor. Or, speaking of conveyors, you can also do the same thing with the conveyors that you're on base. Or you can use it however you like to get whatever is out of that trunk in an easier manner. So I think for that reason, it probably deserves S tier. It's really a great vehicle. I use it. Everyone uses it pretty much. Once they get enough money, they use it, and they buy it, they purchase it. It's all around good. Take less damage in it. It's not the fastest, but it has great features. A great big bed. It has you can lower the tailgate, and a lot of other features that I just probably brushed over. Also, in all of these ones with lights, you can turn the lights on and off, such as the Snowmobile and these 3 up here. Let's go with the Sleigh next. The Sleigh is an interesting one because it was available during the 2016 Christmas event, so the second Christmas event that this game has seen, from the Jingly Gift of Jingles. So it's another user-inspired object in this game. So some users created this. There are 2 seats for the players to sit in this vehicle. This Sleigh costs $2,000 to respawn, which is very expensive. And similar to the other vehicles, this vehicle does have some glitches with it, such as you can't really put wood or other items in it, or else it won't move or it'll glitch out. Similar to these other vehicles, and specifically the trailers, well, just all the vehicles in general, you may experience some glitches from time to time with these vehicles, whether you're driving fast or slow, whatever items are in it or not. Still, you might experience some glitches, especially when you're bumping into things. Some things might fly out. But overall, you can hitch this Sleigh to the back of any of these trucks that have hitches in the back of them. There's a little thing that comes out from the front of this. You can see right here, it's kind of cut off, but you can hitch that onto any of those and attach it to one of those and ride in the back of those with 2 people, or 1, whatever you are desiring, or just have it in the back just for fun. The next one is the Toboggan. This one's also interesting because it came from another gift, the 2018 Christmas event this time, the Gift of Adventure. Yes, I didn't really rank this one, actually, sorry. I think it probably deserves the BT where it is at, so I think it's probably fine. Anyway, the Toboggan, it can hold up to 3 players this time, and it slides similarly to ice, and it's used to navigate around Lumberland, and you can grab the front of it and whatnot, and move it around as such. It was available for purchase in the box car store for 10,200 in-game currency, and it fits perfectly into the 531 hauler, which is a fun fact, which is this one right here. This trailer right here. It fits perfectly into that. Just a fun fact. But more than that, it just fits 3 people. And it's really a really cool thing to have around. It's probably the least cool of any of these, so I'm probably going to put it in... I mean, it's still a cool vehicle. It fits 3 people. I mean, think about it. This one that fits 2, 2, 2, 2. This fits 1. And these, I guess you can have as many people as you want in the trailers, but they're going to glitch out. There's some, you can't really fit that many people in the trailers. It's going to just have problems and bugs. But 3, that's unique. So I'll probably keep it in C tier. I was going to lower it, but I think all of these are kind of cool to begin with. I don't think any of them are like, this is awful. This deserves F tier, right? So I'll probably keep all of these things up here pretty high up in the ranking system. So without further ado, let's talk about before we talk about the Snowmobile, let's talk about the 2 trailers. So trailers, they're not really vehicles, obviously, and neither is this one, or this one kind of is a little bit. This one I think it deserves to be in the vehicle tier list because it does attach to a vehicle and it is related to that, and it is sold in the box car store to begin with for $1,800. And as a vehicle accessory, it increases the carrying capacity of your vehicle, obviously, whatever that may be, and allows you to hold more items such as logs and trees in the back of your vehicle. It costs 36 in-game currency to respawn, and you can attach multiple trailers to themselves and make a very long train if you want to, which is a fun fact. As I was mentioning earlier, there are some glitches that can be experienced with trailers, such as glitches when you are attaching the hitch itself, or attaching this to the hitch, such as putting other loose items in the trailers. They can glitch out, they can fly around, it's a whole ordeal, so be careful with those things. And pretty much the best tip I can give you guys is put wood and logs pretty much only in these locations, and carry the loose items as carefully as you can in the beds of these trucks, but try to keep the loose items out of the trailers. You'll experience hopefully less issues and bugs as a result of that. And lastly, the other trailer, I should say, is the 531 hauler. This is the one right here, and again, I forgot to rank this one for some reason. Let's put this, I mean, it's kind of classic. I'll put it probably C. This one though, I'll probably put B for now. Well, it might change, but it has 4 wheels, which is, as you can see, available for $13,000 in the box car store. Has a bigger cargo capacity, as you can see, and it also features a suspension system, which is kind of interesting. Which, if you don't know what that is, it kind of just helps it be more stable on the ground and flip over and have less bugs, hopefully, to it. It can be respawned for $260, and as I was mentioning earlier, these can also spawn in the pink variants, both of these trailers. So because it can hold more, and because it has that more stable feature, I'm probably going to put it in B tier. I don't think it should be on the same level as this one right here. But lastly, last but not least, we have the new addition to Lumber Tycoon 2 this year, which is, or I should say very late last year, is the Snowmobile. This came out in the most recent Christmas update, the 2022 Christmas event, and on Christmas Day you could open this present, which is named the Gift of Snow, and it revealed this, a new vehicle. None of us were expecting it really, at least, you know, the average player wasn't expecting it. Those who didn't know that it was coming was not expecting it. But yeah, it's a new vehicle. A new vehicle hasn't been seen since what, 2018? This one right here, the Toboggan, if I'm not mistaken. Which is really interesting and a very cool thing. It's been 5 years or around 4 years or so since something has been added. And this one is so unique. I'm going to automatically put it right probably here. I might move it in front of it in a secnd, but let me just generally explain here. Although it has one seat and no storage, it is the first vehicle of its kind because it can be grabbed and moved around when nobody's in the driver's seat. It's also notable for being the fastest vehicle in the game on snow. It's much faster than any other vehicle on snow, so you can use it to maneuver around the taiga biome, but also because of its small size, you can also use it to maneuver the bluewood maze and other small cracks and crevices of the sort around the map. Also, it is still pretty fast on land, and even though it is slower than the other vehicles on land, it's much, well, it's very close to their speed. It almost matches it. Also, it's the most expensive vehicle in the game, followed by this one right here. Ironically, since they're right next to each other. This one's available for 130,600 in-game currency at the Boxcar store at the time of the event and leading up to the event. It's no longer available, but you can purchase it off of different players if you so desire. This one has a headlight as well, as you can see, and you can maneuver it same as the other vehicles. It has the sounds that it emits are like from the real-life counterpart, Snowmobile, and also its engine becomes louder when it goes onto snow, which is kind of interesting. It also emits particles when you are going on the snow itself. It also has the ability, at least on PC version, to kind of drift in a way where you can maneuver the WASD keys in such a way where you can almost do like a little spin with it and just maneuver it a little bit easier than you can on console or other platforms. To respawn, it costs $460, but again, due to its small size, it can be very useful. So although initially it's expensive and also respawning it's expensive, it's small, it's fast, it's easily maneuverable, and if it glitches over, if it flips over, unlike these ones where you have to either respawn it or perform some maneuver, which I made several videos on, maybe I can put one on the screen right now if I remember, unlike those ones, you can actually just get off your vehicle for this one, and then grab the vehicle, rotate it, and set it right side up again. So it's really easy to maneuver and really easy to handle. But I'm not really giving anything D, E, or F. So I think I should adjust the bar a little bit here and give these a little bit more space here. I said I might maneuver this. I'm going to keep it where it's at right now. I think this is overall the best vehicle in the game. This is also a great one. It's a new vehicle, yet it takes S tier for being not only new, but just for being just an amazing vehicle altogether. I think that deserves a spot. That's pretty darn good where it's at. I don't know. I think just for nostalgia's sake and for the sense that people still use this one more often than not than this one, I think it probably deserves to be right there. This Sleigh, this one, I think the Toboggan you don't really use that much. You don't see it being used. It's kind of mid. Although it fits 3 people, which I stressed earlier, it's still not really seen or utilized by other people, which shows that it's not maybe the most useful vehicle to have in the game. But I think where I'm at right now, nothing gets F tier. I think everything is pretty darn good. I mean, comparatively to themselves and to other things in the game. They're very fun vehicles to play around with. I mentioned at the start of the video I was going to talk about one more thing, which is the spare tire. With spare tire, if you look at Jack UK's video, he actually puts this inside of the tier ranking list, but this pretty much, just to give some context, I might put it in a picture on the screen right now, or if you guys can remember this right here, I'm going to click off of where I'm at right now. But if you go to the LT2, where I was just at, and you go to right here, this is the spare tire right here. It was actually available for purchase as a loose item and out of the Gift of Good Preparedness, and it's pretty much just looks like a spare tire. So you used to be able to buy this from the Boxcar store for 902 in-game currency from the 2020 Christmas event. But in any case, it's not really a vehicle, but it's kind of related to the vehicles, but because it wasn't like a hitch or like a vehicle itself, I didn't include it in the video, but he did. If I would, it would probably go in F tier just because it's not really utilized. It's no purpose to it. It's also a loose item. It's not really a vehicle in itself or a hitch. So I'll probably put it in F tier, which would actually complete my tier list. Do you guys agree with me? Do you guys think that these should be moved around a little bit? Let me know in the comments below. Also, let me know in the comments any video ideas you may have or future tier list video ideas you may have, or just general video ideas. I thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys really did enjoy this video and learn something new, at least of my opinions of things. And let me know again where you disagreed or if you disagreed at all. Like, comment, subscribe, share this video with your friends, and turn on the bell for me so you'll be notified whenever I do upload a new video. Without further ado, I'll see you guys in the next week's video. I hope you guys have a fantastic week, and I will see you later, and peace out.